From mandatory life jackets to better emergency exits, there are many recommendations when it comes to improving float plane safety, but most of them aren't new. The problem is getting anyone to act. Kylie Stanton now takes a look at some of the tragedies on our coast and why industry and government have refused to act.
And it's gone through absolute hell.
Time passes, but the pain doesn't.
They don't die once. They die every morning when you wake up.
Memories are all this couple have left of their son, Damon. The 33-year-old pilot was killed on May 29, 2010, when the Cessna float plane he was flying between Tofino and Howsett crashed into the sea. Just one of many fatal accidents involving small commercial seaplanes along BC's coast, a trend that's behind 19 new recommendations from the BC Coroner's Service aimed at preventing future tragedies. 4 incidents are at the center of the report, dating back to 2005. In February of that year, an aircraft carrying a pilot and 4 passengers to a remote work site in Knight Inlet crashed into the water. A massive search ensued. There were no survivors. Then, in early August 2008, a plane heading to a logging operation crashed into a steep slope near Alice Lake, just outside of Port Hardy. Crews searched for hours, tracking a survivor's cell phone signal to the location. 3 months later, a similar situation occurred when a pilot taking workers to Toba Inlet crashed into a hillside on Thormanby Island. And just a year later, this wreckage, after a commercial flight traveling from Saturna Island to Vancouver International Airport, plunged into the water shortly after takeoff. In all 4 crashes, total, there were 23 fatalities, and that doesn't include Damon. But the industry insists changes are in the works.
A lot of the things that have been recommended, we've already implemented or are implementing them. So you've got to understand, with Harbour West Coast, safety is our #1 priority.
It's up to Transport Canada to implement the recommendations. Until that happens, these parents are left to wonder how many more lives could be lost.